Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the channel. Odyssey Off-Road here. Got a little quick review or introduction, I should say. My daughter's new ATV. If you've seen my previous videos, you've seen she had a Polaris Outlaw 110. Well, it was a great machine, and she is only 12 years old. She was kind of outgrowing the machine in size. She just got really tall this year, and it was just getting a little too small for her. So it needed something with a little bit more power and a little bit more size for her to ride comfortably and grow into. So there really aren't many other options on the market, to be honest with you, these days. This here is the Can-Am Ds250. It's a 2021 model, which in all honesty, from what I've seen, is the same as it's been for a decade now or more. They haven't changed it at all. It's a CVT transmission, so there's no shifting. Just put it in forward, neutral, and reverse, which is what she wanted at this time. She wasn't interested in learning how to shift just yet, and this was the best I could do for her with what she wanted. And it's a great machine. Reliability is supposed to be great, so we'll see how it is long term. It's really just gotten broken in. She's had it on a trail ride with some of the neighborhood kids, and a little bit riding around on our property. I changed all the fluids already in it, so everything looked good. No metal flakes or anything like that in the first oil change. Changed the transmission oil as well. Chain didn't need any adjustment. So I just took it out myself here for a first little romp, just to kind of get a gauge for the power of it. It's not a rocket ship, I can tell you right now, but it is a 250. Obviously, 250 ain't going to be that fast, and the CVT does kind of kill it a little bit, as opposed to having a gearbox where you can manually shift. You're going to get a little bit more low end with those. So I did order a different front sprocket for this thing, just to give it a little more low end, since its top speed with me on it, and I'm 170 pounds, is 40 to 41 is what I got it up to with the GPS speedometer. So I'm going to change the 15 tooth front sprocket that's on there now with a 14 tooth. They say that gives it a lot better low end power, and doesn't really negatively affect the top end too much. She is 12 years old, so she's not going to be flying around at 40 miles an hour anyway. It's mostly going to be trail riding, trips to the dunes with me, where she follows me around a little bit. Nothing crazy. She's not doing, carving big dunes with this thing. But it'll be a lot better than the little Polaris Outlaw 110 she had. So far, initial thoughts are, thing runs great, starts up every time. I haven't even needed to use the choke yet. I mean, we are here in southern Arizona where it's fairly warm, but like last night, it was 32 degrees out last night. Just started it here in the garage this morning. It's about 50. Didn't need the choke. Started right up. Let it idle for a couple minutes, and she warms right up real well. I have the suspension on the softest settings right now. They're not totally adjustable. You can only adjust the spring compression on these. They're just basic shocks. I haven't found much in the way of aftermarket parts for these things. Even Nerf bars, skid plates, there's just nothing to be found for these things anywhere. So I'm going to do a little bit of experimenting with some Nerf bars from other machines and see if I can get them to fit on here for her. There is a company that makes an aftermarket exhaust system and a jet kit for the carb, so that'll add a lot more power as well. Moving forward, I'm going to do the sprocket first. We'll do a video on that, and we'll see what the results are. I took a GPS from 0 to the top speed of 40. Dyno, it's not really a dyno, but it's a GPS app. It detects the 0 to 10, 0 to 20, 0 to 30, 0 to 40 speeds, how fast it takes you to get there. So we'll compare that to the results once I do the front sprocket, and we'll see what kind of difference it made, and if it was worth it. There is a company that also makes a clutch kit for the CVT transmission. That's really the only company that makes anything for these things. They have a high performance carburetor they sell, and an exhaust system. which is a little expensive. It's about $1,000 for the setup. I don't think I'm going to go that route. I'm going to just do the front sprocket right now. Stage 2 on this thing for me probably would be, and she wants an exhaust on it because she wants to be heard a little bit. This is a relatively quiet machine. Big Gun makes a full exhaust system, head pipe and muffler. So we'll do that. You can see the stock pipe on these things is super skinny, super restrictive. So I'm assuming the exhaust is gonna add a big difference in power to this thing. Should let it breathe a lot better. DynoJet makes a jet kit for the carburetor. So we'll throw the exhaust on there, jet the carb, and we'll do another comparison. Run with every thing we do here with this with that app I have, and see what the differences are. So initial thoughts, like I said, good machine. Changed all the fluids in about 30 minutes last weekend. Really was nothing at all to do it. These are pretty solid machines. They're seem to be built really well. The chain adjustment on them are easy. I haven't had to do it yet, but when you do need to do it, it's literally just loosening these 2 bolts. You stick a screwdriver or something in through the sprocket and through this adjuster right here. There's some holes that holds it. You just roll the machine back. Then that tightens the chain. Tighten down the 2 bolts. Pull the screwdriver out. It's a super easy process. So yeah, it's got hydraulic brakes front and rear. You can see the reservoir there for the rear brake. Disc brakes. It comes with a pretty decent chain guard and rotor guard on here. It's plastic, but it's super thick. It's not the chintzy plastic type of ones you find on some other machines. That's just like a thin, 16th inch piece of plastic. This is pretty solid composite type of material, so I'm thinking it should hold up pretty well. There's nobody out there that makes anything better anyway. So if these things end up breaking, you really only left option is to get another OEM one. So like I said, I haven't been able to find anybody that makes Nerf bars. Can-Am used to make a set of Nerf bars for these, and they stopped. I guess they weren't a big seller. She probably doesn't need them, but I just feel a little better with her having them on there. So I'm thinking about getting a set from a TRX 250, a Honda 250 EX or whatever it's called, and it's similar size machine, and just kind of see if I can get it to fit. Retrofit them. I mean, for $99. If they don't fit, I could just return them. So even if I have to fabricate up some brackets to get it to fit, I don't think it should be too hard. But if anybody out there has any ideas or has done something similar, let me know. Leave a comment below. But yeah, it's a good machine overall. She loves it. She went out on a little ride with the kids in the neighborhood. There's a ton of kids on my neighborhood with dirt bikes and quads, and she really seems to enjoy it. She was kind of, like I said, outgrowing the Polaris Outlaw 110. She's been riding for 3 or 4 years now, so she's pretty good on the machine. And on that Polaris Outlaw, she was pretty much full throttle all the time. So with this, she's, according to her, hasn't been more than half throttle on it and goes just as fast as when she was on the 110. So she's super light. So even though this thing isn't a rocket ship, has plenty of power for her. With me on it, like I said, I got it up to 40. So not too bad. With her on it, probably a couple miles an hour faster. Some people say that there are a spacer, and I have seen videos where people take a spacer out of the carburetor slide cable up top here. They take that apart, and there's like a red plastic spacer in there around the spring. That was the first thing I did when I brought this machine home, figuring out I'm going to remove that right away, give it full throttle, and lo and behold, it wasn't even in there on mine. So I don't know if they stopped doing it on the 2021 models, or I just happened to get one that they forgot to put it in. I don't know. So your guess is as good as mine. Again, if anybody's got any info on that, let me know. Leave a comment below. But yeah, this is a little introduction, quick video to the channel here. If anybody knows of anybody or any company that makes mods and parts for this thing, let me know. I'm looking to do as much as I can to it over time. First things first is the sprocket, which I already have on order. That's supposed to be here today, so we'll get that installed and see what happens. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for mods if you're looking for some modification results and you know, true testing results on what some of these modifications do to this Can-Am DS250. Stay tuned, hit the subscribe button, and we'll be posting the results of those as we go along. So thanks for watching again, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.